Yo, good evening and happy first to second day of spring to every single person out there that is representing USA, Canada, International, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, and rookie podcaster of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging out with me on the 248th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast. I'm sorry there was a glitch that was going on with my internet browser. I do apologize. I didn't want to put out an audio episode with some major interruptions for you folks out there. So I decided to redo it so I could drop it off for you folks out there tomorrow on every streaming platform. So um there you have it right there. We are live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube. And alongside of myself is the Instagram live feed of the podcast show page on Instagram. So you can make sure you go ahead and follow that page on Instagram. Turn on your notifications so you can know when each episode is going to be dropping. And of course, be sure to stick around for any postponements, any interruptions, or whatever. I will actually address this on the show. So, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of which, if you are new to the channel and you missed any previous episodes whatsoever, please feel free to go ahead and grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of my channel, which is G Money Stacks 555, where you see all the New York episodes on there, uploaded and posted to the channel page. Tap the noti bell along with alerts so you can be reminded of when the show goes in the air via live stream, along with the date, day, and time. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, with the topics being discussed, and be sure to stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, and previous episodes in case you missed any of them that dropped. Don't worry, I got you back on everything at the end of the show. So, without further ado, let's get to make sure you listen, stream, watch the episodes in case you miss any of the episodes. Download these episodes. It's very important too, man. Download these episodes. And the reason I'm saying download these episodes is because it's very important to help grow this show out. You know what I'm saying? And of course, whenever you get a chance, just check out the episodes. Give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? And I want to address something, actually in my mental health checking segment, which is coming up next. And of course, you can actually be sure you tell a friend to another friend. Of course, share the episodes, share the videos, and of course, spread the word to everybody, and I will take care of the rest at the end of the show. So there you have it right there. Now, time for a little thing that I like to call mental health check-in, and I've been meaning to actually address something right. I've been meaning to address this. So here it is, little mental health check-in. Let's do this. Okay. All right. So, how am I feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually? You ask. For the past couple of days, I've been kind of, you know, annoyed. I've been kind of annoyed with certain individuals who are basically, trying me and to basically, okay, what happened was some random podcaster out of the blue randomly just fucking analyze analyze my fucking audience or whatever. But at the same time, you have to understand something too. You have to understand something too, man. Everybody starts from the fucking bottom, okay? And I got a lot to say on here, which I will get to right here. So I want to actually I want y'all to listen to what I have to say here, man. And this is very important to new podcasters out there who is trying to start one or whatever, and all that great stuff right there. So please hear me out. Please hear me out here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to hear me out. All right, so let me just start off with something like this though. Okay, so here's my take on what's on my mind. The fact that I hear the phrase "if I don't have haters, you're not doing anything right." That's not that's not true, because when you are inviting the haters, the hater reaching leeching moron bastard burgers, you're inviting bullying and toxicity. You know what I'm saying? I was using an app where you can ask a AI a question called Chat DGT. Check it out for yourselves by downloading it on your iPhones and Android phones. What I took from what I took from it is saying about the bad experience I had being cyberbullied on Instagram. I know I talked about this multiple times, what it's like to be cyberbullied, and it was pretty bad actually, man. And yeah, cyberbullied on Instagram. It made me upset and angry, so I wanted to just clap back on at him. I use StreamYard and YouTube to do podcast recordings and Instagram live on a weekly basis. I'm not comfortable using TikTok with all the restrictions. I never wanted to be on TV with my three podcast shows because I have an issue with censorship, FCC, cancel culture, and stuff. I will not be fake for an industry and to people for fame and I lose sight of who I am. For the record, just because I have low audience and subscribers on YouTube doesn't mean I'm going to give up. I don't trust scammers, especially websites buying TikTok and Instagram likes and followers. I know who I am, and I'm not going to change my content to please bullies online because I would feel like a fake person. I'm staying true to who I am. I started from the bottom with 0 subscribers to 73 subscribers and over 3,000 views. Now that's consistency plus confidence. You don't necessarily need to spend a lot of money on marketing just to promote your podcast. The moral of the story is this: do you keep going, keep keep it pushing. You don't have to tell anyone how great you are. You do it by showing them. Be consistent with your podcast and other crafts. Don't let anyone tell you what you can or can't do. Follow your goals and dreams. Be authentic, be organic and natural. Remember, your personality is not for sale. There's no right or wrong way to do a podcast. Everyone is different. Your success is your clapback, and be yourself, not for a quick buck. Hold on a minute here. Okay, I don't know what happened here, but I'm gonna refresh it. But anyway, man, That was my point right there, man. And for the most part, who are you to actually dictate how I should actually, do my content and how to look, let me tell you something, folks. You cannot please everybody, no matter what type of content you're trying to do. All I know is if you try to appease other people, like the toxicity of bullies and all the other stuff, no, you shouldn't have to do that. And I don't think it's fair for me as a human being to be pretending to be fake for an industry or be fake to appease other people. I can't do that. I'm only human. And and for the most part, man, the whole thing, because I'm not really the typical person who is going to actually edit things. And the reason why I don't edit things is because this podcast is unfiltered, uncut, raw, and honest. And the same goes with my other two podcast shows right there. They're both raw and they're both uncut, honest, and of course being able to stay true to myself. And I don't think it's fair for me to be, playing their game knowing that they don't understand my vision. If you listen to a person's podcast and you don't understand a person's vision, it doesn't make any sense to just go ahead and be like, oh, this person has low subscribers or whatever. So fucking what? Everybody starts from the fucking bottom. Like Drake says in his song, and I did that 2 years ago when I started this podcast. I started from the bottom and now I'm fucking here to stay. Period. And as far as physically and spiritually, I am trying to hang in there with all my might and heart and energy to provide more content, more topics for you folks out there to actually check out and stuff. And another reason here's one more thing I should say though before I even get to the New York Mass Transit Files. The reason why I don't do trailers is because of the fact that I knew I was going to take podcasting very seriously. That's why not too many podcasters do trailers in on Spotify or anywhere else because they're taking it very seriously. They're not taking it as a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? And and I feel like I can't just I can't just be fake to anybody. I don't want to be fake to you and I don't want to be fake to anybody because I want to be able to live with myself and I know I would hate myself in the morning for trying to please haters with their toxicity. I can't do it. It's just not I'm just not going to be into the whole, and the algorithm is controlled by bots. I knew that. You all know that. And I don't think I should be wasting my energy trying to change an algorithm that's very difficult to crack. And and I didn't do this to be on TV. Like I said, I want to stick to something that I know and what works for me because I don't want to just, rely on other people to actually just, you know, do things for me. And I'm pretty sure many of you out there are probably trying to You know, look for a podcast to listen to get your minds off of stressful things, especially work, whether it's bills, anything in particular that you face every day and every week and every month and every year. And that's why sometimes uh, when I do certain episodes, I provide y'all with some fun things to do for the 3-day weekend. You feel what I'm saying? I'm providing relief. That's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, now that I got that little PSA out the fucking way, let's jump into a little bit of New York mass transit files. Hopefully this browser doesn't glitch on me and freeze up. So let's get into it right here. Hmm. I don't know what's going on here, but it's a little weird. But that's not it. Anyway, all right, let's get to it. Okay. All right. We're gonna get into some transit stuff. And hopefully the browser doesn't freeze up on me. But anyway, let's get to it though, man. You know what I mean? Okay, so all right, so okay, nearly 10 elevators is out of service. Okay, um, yes, nearly 10% of the Metropolitan Transportation Authority elevators are out of service at any given time, according to a new report from the City Council. The report from the council's policy task force found that on average, 34 of the MTA's 353 subway elevators, imperative infrastructure for people with disabilities to access mass transit, are out of service at any given time, according to an analysis of the MTA's elevator performance dashboard. That totals 9.6% of all the MTA's elevators, which are already only present at about a quarter of stations, leaving most of the system inaccessible as is. Hmm. Yeah, that could be some scary shit, though, man. If you really think about it, that's some scary shit. Yeah, I didn't mean to press that, but yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. Um. All right. So. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me just hold on a sec. All right. Okay. Yes. So escalator fare, even worse, 33 out of 297 escalators, or 11.1% of them system wide, are out of service on average at a given time. Subway riders deserve to have their commutes be as seamless as possible, said Council Majority Leader Keith Powers, um, a Manhattan Democrat who co-authored the report with Bronx lawmaker um, Pyrina Sanchez. With such few stations in the subway system equipped with elevators and escalators, we must focus on ensuring they are performing well and that riders have sufficient notice of outages. The report notes that the MTA's own statistics show higher reliability for its elevators and escalators at 94.9% and 90.1%, respectively. A discrepancy the lawmakers chalk up to deferring methodology. Wait a minute. Come on. The lawmakers also found significant variances in reliability between elevators operated by the MTA and those maintained by third party contractors. Maintenance is contracted out when the elevators are located in spots not owned by the MTA. Partners include real estate developers who reach deals with the MTA to install subway elevators at their properties in exchange for zoning easements under the Zoning for Accessibility program, as well as other transit agencies like the Port Authority. When those privately maintained elevators go out of service, the average outage length is triple that an MTA maintained elevator, the report found. MTA elevators and escalators are out for an average of 1.6 days, while private elevators are out for about 4.4 days. Damn. Damn, son. That's really crazy right there. All right, hold on. Let's see who's in the chat. Let me see. Shouts to the crew on Pick Six with Nora and Nick. Check out their podcast on Spotify and wherever you get your podcast, and make sure you follow them on Instagram as well. All right. All right. So there you have it right there. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah. Let's see. Where was I? 84% of elevators in the subway system are maintained by the MTA, with the remaining 16 under private jurisdiction. Information on who owns the private elevators is very hard to find. That the authors note. The report also faults. Hold on a second. Yeah, the report also faults. Yeah. Also faults the MTA for failing to list planned outages in advance on the elevator dashboard, leading elderly and or disabled strap hangers and those with strollers, luggage, or whatnot in the dust when they show up at their station only to find the lift out of service. Reporting an outage requires either using a clunky online portal or dealing with long hold times on the phone. Advocates say that the consequences of these shortfalls are dire for those with disabilities. Gene Ryan, a wheelchair user and president of Disabled in Action of Metropolitan New York, said that elevator outages are akin to disabled riders being trapped in or out of the system. Her group and others are currently suing the MTA in a bid to force better maintenance practices. Despite the MTA saying how wonderful the elevators are regarding their outage rate, we disagree, Ryan said in an email. All it takes is one elevator to be out on our commute, and we are either trapped underground at our destination or trapped on the sidewalk. In either case, we cannot reach our destination. Okay, so we have can't reach that destination. Okay. Usually, two elevators are necessary to get from the platform to the sidewalk. So any outage affects us very, very adversely. She continued. The MTA should pay elevator fixers more money to keep them in the fold, and they should not allow any leeway in repairs to private elevators by the private companies. A first class system requires a first class response, not hedging and diverting. Powers and Sanchez say the MTA should take a stronger stance in terms of accountability for elevator contractors, putting the heat on them to maintain their equipment, and should publicly list the operators of its private lifts. The agency should also embark on better communication of outages in stations and online, and should make reporting an outage easier and paired the pair say. Reached out reached for comment. An MT spokesperson argued the agency is diligent in holding its third party contractors accountable when they fall short. We appreciate the recognition given to the MCA's elevator and escalator maintenance teams, which work diligently to keep facilities working for riders, said MTA spokesperson Eugene Resnick. Where issues have arisen with outside developers who have the responsibility to maintain and repair facilities, the MCA has been and continues to be committed to ensuring third parties live up to their contractual agreements. In June, the MTA settled a pair of lawsuits brought by disability advocates wherein they agreed to make 95% of subway stations accessible by 2055, which is a long ass time. The agency has touted over $5 billion in its current 2020-24 capital plan allotted to accessibility projects at dozens of stations across the city. Ooh, very intriguing. Very intriguing. Okay, so last week the MTA announced it intends to award contracts for 29 new elevators at 15 stations in all five boroughs this year. An MTA spokesperson said all of those will be maintained by private operators and held to strict quality control measures. Okay. Okay. Skip that. All right. So our next transit topic is um next transit topic is um yes, um customer focus changes to the cities changes. Okay, so if there's been a theme to my first 10 months as president of New York City Transit, it's that customer service is my North Star. That's the nature of operating mass transit. Creating a welcoming atmosphere is just as important as running trains and buses on time. The transit team is rolling out important changes in coming weeks to help improve satisfaction with the subway system. First, we're reopening 24 bathrooms at 12 subway stations this May, which is about about 2 to 1 month away from from May. So there you have it right there. And let's see. Let's see. That's on top of the 9 stations that were brought back online in January as part of our phased reopening of these facilities since they were closed at the height of COVID. Additional stations that will have bathrooms open daily from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. with a 1 hour closure for cleaning midday are at the following locations. And they include, hang on a second, and they include Norwood, 205th Street, D train, Woodlawn, 4 train, 168th Street, A and C trains, 72nd Street, Q train, Brooklyn Bridge, City Hall, 456 trains, 57th Street, 7th Avenue, NQ and R trains, Atlantic Avenue, Barclays Center, DNR trains, 36th Street, DNR trains, Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue, D, F, N, and Q trains. Euclid Avenue, A and C trains. Flushing Main Street, 7 train. Queensboro Plaza, 7 N and W trains. Hold on a second. We feel comfortable moving forward with phase 2 after the success of our first wave. According to our flush counter, the bathrooms have been used more than 35,000 times overall since January, with the men's bathroom, far outpacing women's in usage, 27,000 flushes to 8,400. There have been no significant safety issues of cleanliness complaints from customers or employers, and none of the bathrooms have had to close for maintenance repairs either. Transit's second exciting announcement is that new R211 subway cars are rolling into passenger service on the A line. The new cars with cutting edge design and technology feature wider doorways to speed boarding and improve accessibility, built in security cameras uh, throughout the train, and digital displays in every car. Uh, this is the kind of energy we need to build on the gains we're starting to see on customer satisfaction. On February 2023, Customer Plus, excuse me, Customer Pulse survey shows that overall approval of the subways continue to climb with a 9 percentage point rise since October 2022 and a 13% bump since June 2022, driven by a second straight month of 85% on time performance. The buses team is similarly crushing it, maintaining 96% service delivered for the second month in a row. Satisfaction has improved on all key indicators since the new year, led by reduced wait times, which improved by 5 percentage points. We're now just 1 point away from hitting our North Star goal of 70% overall satisfaction for the month of February. SSA Ride paratransit service has already beaten it with 77% satisfaction. None of this would be possible without the 47,000 hardworking men and women of New York City Transit who, far from resting on their laurels, are constantly looking for ways to further improve service. I look forward to breaking more records together in March and beyond. And yes, and we got one more transit news that we need to get to right here, and this regards to the weekend crash. And before I get to that, let me see who's in the chat here. So this is Sneakerhead Easy. Shouts to you. Okay. Sneakerhead Easy. Okay, so 3 people's lives were cut short this weekend in the latest carnage on the city's streets. Around noon on Friday, police found a man lying unconscious and unresponsive on the sidewalk near the Tremont Wash and Lube Car Wash in West Farms, the Bronx. EMTs took the man to St. Barnabas Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Cops say that a 51-year-old driver of a Nissan SUV was turning right to enter the car wash when she struck the man who was already lying on the sidewalk near the entrance ramp for the car wash. It's unclear why he was in the roadway. The deceased man remains unidentified, police say. The man's death comes just weeks after an employee at another Bronx car wash was killed by a hit and run driver. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Very crazy. Very crazy and disappointing. All right. Okay. Then, just after 6 a.m. on Saturday, police responded to a 911 call from Kent Avenue and South First Street in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, finding 51-year-old Ricardo Antonio Sacagio of Sunset Park unconscious and unresponsive in the roadway. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The NYPD says Sakajo was riding his e-bike southbound on Kent Avenue when he struck a flatbed trailer parked and unoccupied on Kent Avenue. The area is the site of construction for the Two Trees massive redevelopment of the Domino sugar refinery site. Ooh. Hmm. Okay. Um. Okay. So. Okay. About 20 minutes later on Saturday, 28-year-old Brandon Michael Peterson of Richmond, Virginia, was pronounced dead on arrival by EMTs near exit 4 on the Jackie Robinson Parkway in Glendale, Queens. Cops say Peterson was driving a Mercedes sedan westbound on the Jackie Robinson at a high rate of speed, ultimately losing control of the car and striking road signs and trees before being ejected from the vehicle. Jeez. A total of 257 people died in traffic collisions on city streets last year, according to the City Department of Transportation. For 2023, DOT has only compiled the statistics for January when 16 people died. Statistics. Okay. And let's see. Yes. So, all right. So let's get into. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second here, man. All right. Yeah, Travis Scott in trouble as usual, and of course we got to talk about the Joe Budden thing. He's in hot water for the backlash of what he said about Michael B. Jordan. So so here it is, right here, right now, chatting or the jazz. Let's do this. Okay, Travis got in trouble as usual. Always getting into some trouble, right? So, the alleged incident marks Scott's biggest controversy in the wake of the Astroworld Festival tragedy that occurred in 2021, which was 2 years ago, during which 10 died as a result of injuries sustained during a mass crowd rush. In the time since, the Houston native has gradually rebuilt his reputation and public image, returning to the stage and regaining his status as a headlining act and one of the most in-demand live performers, excuse me, in entertainment. The Saturday, this Saturday, March 4th, Scott was is scheduled to hit the stage as the marquee act at the 2023 Rolling Loud California Festival, which will also include a set from co-headliner Future. In 2022, Future brought out the rapper during his own set at Rolling Loud Miami, which Scott lit up the crowd with his hits Antidote, No Bystanders, and Goosebumps, as well as the pair's collaborative effort Hold That Heat. Um, let's see. Let's see what else. Musically, Scott is currently gearing up for his forthcoming album, Utopia, which will mark his first full-length release since unleashing his chart-topping Astroworld album nearly 5 years ago in 2018. According to reports, the album is tentatively scheduled to be released June 2023. Sheesh. Yeah, he did something. Actually, hold on. Yeah. No, sorry. Travis Scott has been named a suspect in an investigation of an assault that took place at a New York City nightclub on Wednesday morning, March 1st. According to TMZ, Scott was partying at the Manhattan hotspot Nebula, during which he allegedly got into a verbal altercation with a sound engineer that turned physical. The rapper is accused of attacking the man, punching him, and causing approximately 12K in damage to various pieces of equipment, including a video screen and a speaker. Jeez, man. Really? Really, though? You gotta go that far? You gotta go that far just for attention, right? Okay. The 31-year-old had already vacated the scene by the time authorities arrived and has yet to be officially charged. Reports say the engineer didn't sustain any visible injuries during the altercation and did not receive medical assistance. Um okay, so of course, the alleged incident marks Scott's biggest controversy in the wake of the Astroworld Festival tragedy that occurred in 2021, during which 10 died as a result of injuries sustained during a mass crowd rush. In in the time since, the Houston native has gradually rebuilt his reputation and public image, returning to the stage and regaining his status as a headlining act and one of the most in-demand live performers in entertainment. This, of course, this Saturday, which already passed, March 4th, Scott was scheduled to hit the stage as the marquee act at the 2023 Rolling Loud California Festival, which will also include a set from co-headliner Future. In 2022, Future brought out the rapper during his own set at Rolling Loud, during which Scott lit up the crowd with his hits Antidote, No Bystanders, and Goosebumps, as well as the pair's collaborative effort, Hold That Heat. Musically, Scott is currently gearing up for his forthcoming album, Utopia, which will mark his first full length release since unleashing his chart topping Astroworld album nearly 5 years ago in 2018. According to reports, the album is tentatively scheduled to be released June 2023. Stay tuned for that. And speaking of trouble, we need to get to Joe Budden and his stupid ass backlash, man. And hang on a second, let me see who's here. And shouts to Simply Gorgeous underscore 1990. I see you right there. All right, so, and this is according to Double XL Mag. Joe Budden is in social media hot seat following a lamentation he unleashed towards actor Michael B. Jordan during a recent episode on the Joe Budden podcast. On Wednesday, March 1st, Joe Budden became a trending topic on Twitter after video of him going off on Michael B. Jordan went viral. In the podcast portion in question, the former New Jersey rapper blasted Jordan for calling out radio host L'Oreal, who's also a podcaster, by the way, who is also a former classmate of the A-list actor, in a recent red carpet interview. Now, Joe Budden is at the center of backlash for his comments against MBJ. Oh boy. Okay, that was pretty stupid. That was pretty stupid though, man. You know what I mean? That was fucking stupid though, man, for him to say. Yeah, that was pretty stupid though, unfortunately. But but I don't know, man. But this guy, you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of a fucking Grinch. An old, angry, loud ass Grinch. You know what I'm saying? and I'm not even gonna hold you, man, but I'm just gonna let something speak for itself. Oh no! Yeah, yeah. And I'll be, you know, a lot of people are upset at this too. So here it is. Why don't you look me up? Oh man. Okay, wait. There's more. There's more to where that came from too. There's more to where that came from too. Okay. All right. So okay, so while Joe Budden had quite a bit to say, it appears that the particular portion of his rant that landed him in a line of fire was, in quote, "Why are you talking to our sisters like that on the red carpet when you don't talk to white bitches like that?" Shortly after his diss towards Michael B. Jordan began to make its rounds online, social media users quickly called out instances in which Joe made less than favorable comments and his mistreatment pertaining to women, particularly black women, in the past. Well, yes, he did open up a can of worms on this one, man. Yes, he did, though, man. Let's get into this though, man. And one person on social media said Joe Budden, out of all people, saying this is wild. Wasn't he just talking crazy about Megan Thee Stallion while she was going through her trial? Didn't he beat a pregnant lady till she miscarried? How many times has he disparaged black women to uplift Latinas? Like, get the fuck out of here. Another person says this nigga Joe Budden went in on Michael B. Jordan about the corny situation. Another person typed Joe Budden commenting empathetically on how black men should treat black women while repeatedly talking over and ignoring the black woman in the room is kind of tone deafness that makes it unwatchable for me. Yeah, I stopped listening to the Joe Budden podcast a long time ago, man. This guy's an idiot. Like, why would you say some shit like that? If anybody's fucking corny, that's Joe Budden himself. He's an old grouchy ass nigga who who's just like Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street. I hate to say this though, man. You feel what I'm saying? Oh man. So a third person also commented, says this Michael B. Jordan take is rich for coming from Joseph. It was the why you talking to our sisters like that? Isn't he the same nigga who was calling Vivica A. Fox all types of old washed up bitches and hoes? Joe Budden is also unserious. Oh shit. This is fucking hilarious. Oh man. Joe Budden opened a can of worms when he went on a rant about MBJ on his podcast due to the video of the actor putting L'Oreal on blast for calling him corny in the past. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would actually be upset too. You know, I'll be fucking upset, man. For real, for real, for real. I would do that too. Shit. Um Oh my gosh, man. This is so fucking crazy. Right. So however, L'Oreal never called him corny. In fact, it was L'Oreal's fellow podcast host Dominique the Diva who referred to Jordan as corny in 2021. L'Oreal and Diva did the Undressing Room podcast together. Yeah, yeah. You know what though, man? Look, man. We all know that Joe Budden is an idiot. You know what I'm saying? He's an idiot. He's a fucking idiot though, man. And I don't think he understands what it feels like to be. I don't think he understands what it's like to be teased or whatever case scenario may be. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And of course, you could follow the Undressing Room podcast on Instagram, and you can check them out on Spotify and wherever you get your podcast whatsoever. All right. So there you go. Check that show out, man. And in quote, dog, you doing that to a girl is some corny nigga shit. The rapper turned podcast opine. You being Michael B. Jordan today, allegedly sexiest man alive. All of the blockbuster movies during your highlight week. You probably never been more visible than you are right this second. And that's what you do to her. And if I bring back those white girl rumors, then it's gonna sound even crazier. Why are you talking to our sisters like that on the red carpet when you don't talk to white bitches like that? But I'm not gonna make it race here. He continued. They say I make everything race. That was corny of him to speak to that girl like that. Michael B. Jordan, that's why niggas call you corny. Hey Creed, in case you was confused, that corny ass shit you did is why niggas think you're corny. In case you were off a bit. No, you fucking idiot. No, you fucking idiot. A lot of people chimed in too, man. a lot of people chimed in on Twitter. So this person says, I'll let a Edgar Allan Poe book teach me math before I take personal development advice from Joe Budden. Yeah. Oh shit. Another person says Joe Budden is a bozo for going at Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, he is. He is. He is. um, yeah, he is. Let's see. Another person says not Joe Budden talking shit about MBJ like he wasn't just disrespecting Vivica A. Fox and Claudia Jordan. Oh shit. And of course, always time for Joe Budden slander. Um and another person says Joe Budden corny for this. What he mean our sisters. Nigga dates nothing but Dominican prostitutes and treats them like shit. Yeah, he does. When it's time to slander Joe Budden, yeah, of course. When is it time to? Okay, so another person says Joe Budden been the corniest. Hold on a second. Yeah. Joe Budden had Joe Budden been the corniest, most bitter dude for like a decade. Yeah, I know. Another person says this nigga Joe Budden wake up mad. Yeah, like a fucking zombie. Okay. Oh shit. Joe Budden gotta have some of the most terrible opinions I've ever heard. Joe Budden calling anyone else corny is straight comedy. Oh shit. And yeah, man. So Joe Budden, he's corny because he letting her know he remembers shit back then. I'm confused, bro. There's probably way more niggas don't know. Oh man. Yeah, so another person basically says when you make someone the butt of your jokes in high school, then have to interview him on the red carpet of his film. Michael B. Jordan sure ain't forget L'Oreal was one of the people who would make fun of him back in the day. Oh wow. Joe Budden Joe Budden says MBJ was corny for basically mentioning to L'Oreal that joked on him in high school. Yeah, and made fun of him that made fun of him is unfair because Joe gets his rocks off by pointing out those who have wronged him in the past in any way. Another person says Joe Budden needs to shut up. Yeah. And of course, some more people chimed in. Joe Budden is head of the Cornball Jamal Committee. Jamal Committee. Oh shit. Oh man. The Jordan. Oh wow, the Jamal, the Cornball Jamal Committee. Oh wow. Oh man, what does him being with white women have to do with anything? And he wasn't talking about the high school moment. He was talking about the podcast where she said it. Big difference, weirdo. And of course, another person chimes in. You guys forgot how this Budden guy used to scream at Scotty Beam every week on the state of the culture. Okay, then. Um, Joe Budden calling someone else corny with his history with women is pretty ironic. Um, and another person says corny is beating a woman to a miscarriage. Corny is dropping one hit song and being a regular on Love and Hip Hop New York. Corny is 40-year-old hating on women who is young enough to be his daughter, Megan Thee Stallion. So Joe Budden can relate. Another person chimes in and says, Joe Budden really is a dickhead, surrounded by dickheads. He didn't say nor do anything corny. Joe Budden, the most holdingest, grudgingest, druggingest nigger on earth, but mad that MBJ simply said she called him corny. A real dickhead. Yeah, a real bonehead fucking move. Not Joe. not Joe Budden having an opinion on that Michael B. Jordan red carpet incident where when he's in the blogs every few business days for disrespecting women. And another person says, I like Joe Budden, but this is so wrong. People don't forget how you treat them. And it don't matter what race it is. He remembers that type of shit because it probably fucked them up at that point of his life. And another person says, coming from Joe Budden. And another person says, I don't think Michael B. Jordan was corny for that interview. People acting like he caused a scene, cussing her out and calling her out her name. Joe Budden made a career out of being corny towards women. Yes, 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 yes. Um, yeah, that's pretty agreeable right there, man. But that, yeah, but you know what? This was a boneheaded move right there, and I hate to say this though. This was a boneheaded move. This was a boneheaded move. I mean, yeah, this was a boneheaded move, and yeah, this was a boneheaded move though, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I have to agree with the people who commented against Joe Budden. So let's all right. I have to agree with the people. Yeah. Okay. All right, what else we got on the agenda? Of course, let's get into another situation here. Let's see. Um all right, Glorilla. All right, let's get into it right here. Um Okay, so on Monday, February 27th, Glorilla tweeted out that she took her wig off during a Philadelphia show and threw it into the crowd. Now, the retriever of the new hair unit has been found and is sporting the wig in a beautiful way. They tried to take my wig while I was crowd surfing, so I snatched it off and threw it in the crowd. Glow wrote following the show, Philly was lit. The night before, a video surfaced from a fan who goes by the social media handle Big Bougie. Hold on, Big Bougella. Oh, Big Bougella. Oh man, that's funny. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, that's crazy right there. Oh man. Oh man, that's funny right there. Yeah, Big Bougella showing off that she caught the Tomorrow 2 rapper's wig before later installing it onto her head. God is great. I'm going to cherish this wig with my life. Glow's vibe is everything in person. I loves her so much. Best day ever. She captioned a recap of the concert, followed by her holding the wig on Sunday, February 26th. Responding to people wondering if she had installed it yet, she said, "No, I didn't install the wig. Stop asking. The wig collection been flawless. Can't wait to add big glows." 3 days later, March 1st, the new owner of the jet black wig with green highlights found time to give herself a new hairstyle with the wig. Hey, yes, I have her wig installed on me right now. She told Double XL. The superfan showed off beautiful pictures of her posing in the unit, which hardly appeared used. Big Bugel. I can't believe that's her. I can't believe that's the username. That's funny. Anyway, as the fans, as the fans videos, pictures, and continue to go viral, the post made its way across Glorilla's feed, reposting a photo of Big Bugella's Big Bugella wearing the wig. The Memphis Spitter jokingly wrote on her Instagram story, "Okay, she caught it. She caught." The viral video of Glorilla crowd surfing, then throwing her wig is from the concluding date of her 15 city anyways Life's Great tour. While on tour, Big Glow found herself having a few rifts along the way. During one Oakland, California stop for a club appearance, a disgruntled fan threw a drink on the FNF star for not performing. While in Denver, another fan threw a jacket at Glow while she was performing. Oh gosh, damn. Damn, son. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, take a look at the grateful fan above donning a beautiful new wig courtesy of Glorilla. Oh my gosh, man. Uh, Yo, the fan is doing too damn much, man. That's how I see it. She's doing too damn much. Okay, so you're a fan. You don't gotta fucking throw it in people's faces and shit. Like, goddamn. Oh shit. And speaking of throwing it in people's faces, let's get to listen to hip hop's biggest chart topping songs playlist. Yeah. Um okay, so in celebration of hip hop's 50th anniversary this year, listen to the biggest chart topping songs in a new playlist powered by McDonald's. The Billboard Hot 100 chart has become the music industry standard when it comes to highlighting the hottest songs in the US. The prestigious chart is published weekly by Billboard magazine. Only recently has hip hop cracked the upper echelon of the chart during its 65-year history. Um, with the advent of streaming, artists have quickly reached the top spot. In the past, for a song to hit number one, it would have to get major radio airplay, plus fans would have to buy singles. Today, with platforms like Spotify, Tidal, and Apple Music, people can listen to whatever they want or stream a track whenever they want. Several hip hop artists have noticed number one songs under their belts. Lil Nas X currently holds the Hot 100 record of having the longest run at the apex of the Billboard Hot 100 chart with Old Town Road featuring Billy Ray Cyrus at 19 weeks. Drake has the most number one hits out of any rapper with 11 chart toppers during his career, including Jimmy Crooks featuring 21 Savage, Way Too Sexy, In My Feelings, and God's Plan, and more. Other artists who have notched number one songs include Eminem, Lose Yourself, Lauryn Hill, Do Wop That Thing, Outkast, Miss Jackson, the late great Tupac Shakur, California Love, the late great Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls, More Money, More Problems, 50 Cent in the Club, Rowdy Rich, The Box, and Megan Thee Stallion, Savage, and more. Hmm. So if you've got Spotify, you can listen to Double XL's playlist of the number one songs by hip hop artists on the Billboard Hot 100. Over the years below. The list features plenty of favorite rap hits. Yes, so let's see. So, of course, obviously includes the late great Coolio with Gangsta's Paradise, late great Tupac Shakur, California Love, the Notorious B.I.G., Mason Diddy, aka Biggie Smalls, More Money, More Problems, Do Up That Thing, Miss Lauryn Hill, actually just Lauryn Hill, um, Miss Jackson by Outkast, Always on Time, Ja Rule, and Ashanti, Lose Yourself, Eminem, In the Club, 50 Cent, Drop It Like It's Hot, Snoop Dogg, Pharrell Williams, um, Kanye West, Jamie Foxx, Gold Digger, Grills, Nelly, Paul Wall, Ali, and Gip, Crank That by Soldier Boy, Lollipop by Lil Wayne and Static Major, Empire State of Mind, Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, Black and Yellow, Wiz Khalifa, Bad and Bougie featuring Lil Uzi Vert by the Migos, Rockstar, Post Malone, 21 Savage, Bodak Yellow, Cardi B, Humble, Kendrick Lamar, This Is America, Childish Gambino, Savage remix featuring Beyonce of, and of course, obviously, Megan Thee Stallion, Jimmy Cooks Drake featuring 21 Savage, and of course, Wait for You by Future, Thames, and Drake. All right, so there you have it right there. You can check out the list for yourself. Created by Double L Double L Double XL magazine. You can check that out on Spotify for yourself. All right, and speaking of which, let's get into a recent recap of what went. Hold on. Yes, let's get into a recent recap of what went down um recently. All right, so um of course this took place February 25th. It's not too far out. So Friday night, the Universal Hip Hop Museum and Video Music Box brought together prominent hip hop heads to celebrate 50 years of hip hop fashion. Everyone from rapper Fat Joe, Vinny of Naughty by Nature, to stylist Misa Hilton sat front row watching fashions from the designers that dressed our favorite rap stars. Okay. Okay. The Universal Hip Hop Museum, which opens in 2024, partnered up with the Video Music Box and the Mayor's Office of the City of New York to kick off the 50th anniversary celebration of hip hop culture with the Drip 50 Years of Hip Hop Fashion, a live runway show held at the venue at the Hard Rock Hotel Times Square. Nostalgic videos played on the giant screen as fashion design legends Carl Kanai, April Walker, Fubu, and Dapper Dan revealed clothing from their newest collections. And the show also included emerging designers Malik Dupree, House of Swag, House of Swag, oh shit, Rich Threads and Pepper Jocks. Mayor Eric Adams was in the building and paid homage to the groundbreaking designers, the Shirt Kings, who started in the early 80s. The fashion show also introduced IC, which stands for Inspired Creative Youth, and their mission to create elevation platforms for inner city youth around the world. DJ and also VJ Uncle Ralph McDaniels, creator of hip hop's longest running broadcast variety show Video Music Box and the Video Music Box collection, has been documenting hip hop culture for the past 40 years. The drip included footage from a decade of original fashion, runway shows for the audience of the next generation of hip hop designers, influencers, and fashionistas. Um, yeah, fashionistas. Yeah, and hip hop musical guest special ed surprised the crowd with the low lifes and a special performance of his classics. End quote. For the past 50 years, hip hop fashion designers have carved their own lane in the fashion industry as creative entrepreneurs. Today, you can recognize hip hop style no matter where you see it globally, said Universal Hip Hop Museum Executive Director Rocky Bucano. The drip is inspired by the groundbreaking fat fashion show produced by Ralph McDaniels, aka Uncle Ralph, and Video Music Box. Hip hop's influence on fashion is undeniable, and young black and brown designers and models made their own lane when the traditional fashion industry excluded them. So today we celebrate those original trendsetters and the future leaders of hip hop fashion, said executive producer Ralph McDaniels. Um, yeah. Okay, so let's make some noise. Let's make some noise for Uncle Ralph McDaniels and the Universal Hip Hop Museum for throwing the best fashion show ever, celebrating 50 years of hip hop, which includes this year right here. So, um, okay, so let's make some noise. Okay, up next, we need to talk about another story that kind of caught my eye, which kind of caught my eye actually, which is Casetify. Yes. So Casetify will open its first style lab pop-up in Soho this month. Um, the pop-up, which will open to the public from February 22nd to the 26th, will be more than just a shop, according to organizers. The electronic accessories company is calling the pop up an immersive experience. Not only will cases and other add-ons be available for purchase, but them will also be a DJ, hot chocolate bar, fashion gallery, and more. Fans of the brand will also have a chance to get a sneak peek at this spring's upcoming hottest trends. With the popularity of retro and vintage on the rise, Casetify, excuse me, will showcase its accessories for the Samsung Z Flip 4 at the pop-up. The brand wants to show visitors how Samsung Z Flip 4 cases and accessories can play a role in choosing one's everyday look. Casetify's Samsung Z Flip accessories and matching fashion will be displayed in the fashion gallery in partnership with up and coming fashion creators Pilar Bradley, Victoria Penzella, um, Kwiku Ando, and more. The gallery will exclusively feature thrifted, or upcycled items that can be styled with the Samsung Z Flip 4 accessories. Let's see. The gallery will also highlight the brand's Casetify program, which has a mission of bringing new life to used materials by showcasing items from the environmentally friendly collection. Since its inception, the Casetify program has saved more than 160,000 phone cases from going to landfills and made them into something new. The pop-up experience will be open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. each of the 5 days it is operating, which means from Monday through Friday. It would be located at 43 Crosby Street in Soho, New York, which is in Manhattan. So you can check it out for yourself. So let's see what else we have to talk about here. Yes, we need to get to this person from Douglaston, Queens. All right. Hold on a second here. All right, so Douglaston resident Michelle Lee has been hard at work over the last few months, working as a costume designer for the Comedy Central show Aquafina is Nora from Queens. With the show's third season set to premiere as early as the spring, Lee is proud of the fact that she gets to work on a television show set in the borough she has called home for most of her life. Lee is a Chinese American raised in Douglaston. After graduating, from Carnegie Mellon University in 2019, she returned home to Douglaston, where she still resides. This makes her trips to the show studio at Kaufman Astoria Studios much easier. Um, End quote. It brings me a lot of pride to work on a show that is about Queens, Lee said. I feel like when I got the opportunity to design this project, it was really special. I had more recent experience working in independent film on the New York production aspect for the smaller companies that are like the bread and butter for when you try to break into the industry. And through her work on the show, Lee has seen firsthand how filming locally can positively impact nearby small businesses. Many of the cast and crew go out to nearby restaurants after wrapping filming for the day. Lee said she often goes rather to local craft stores to purchase materials and supplies that she uses to design costumes for the show. She stressed the importance of supporting these local small businesses. End quote. Many of the businesses in the area of Astoria Kaufman Studios are local mom and pop shops, Lee said. We would support them by going out after work, going to their restaurants and the many different local stores and vendors. If we needed something for costumes, we would run into the local corner store to go pick up buttons, fabric, notions. By having our presence in Queens, we were able to spend dollars to support the local people who are also living in the neighborhood. Lee voiced her support for New York State expanding the film tax credit. This item is proposed as part of Governor Kathy Hochul's latest budget due April 1st. According to Lee, she believes this will lead to creating more well paying jobs as well as growing the local economy in areas like Queens. And she states in quote, I think that expanding the tax incentives for the 2024 budget would be really important, Lee said. Supporting local businesses and hiring local individuals, it all comes back to impact the community. Holko has proposed increasing the state's film credit from $420 million to $700 million a year. Additionally, the rebate would rise from 25% to 30% in an effort to compete with states popular with filmmakers like California and Georgia. New York would be offering 5% additional credit for shows to relocate for 2 years. In order to qualify for the additional credit, these shows must spend at least $1 million per episode and have at least 6 episodes produced in any other state. Holko also proposed making above the line costs eligible for a credit and to speed the payment of credits as soon as productions are finished. Above the line salaries would qualify as up to $500,000 per person, with above the line tax credits topping out at $15 million per production. Aquafina is Nora from Queens premiered on Comedy Central in January of 2020. In addition to Aquafina, the show also stars Lori Tan Chin from Orange is the New Black, Boring Yang from Saturday Night Live, and BD Wong from Law and Order Special Victims Unit. While the show takes place in Elmhurst, which is in Queens, New York, much of the filming for the show has taken place in other parts of Queens, including Lee's home area of Douglaston. Lee's views Douglaston as a small and intimate community, especially compared to the rest of the borough. I would go back to locations where I remember growing up visiting. One of our final filming locations was the Queens Museum in Flushing Corona Park. I remember that day of filming going to set and watching the sunrise and just thinking, I cannot believe I'm back here working on a production that takes place in a neighborhood I grew up in. Lee also brought up the fact that Douglaston is home to a large Asian American community. She noted, and she noted, and she noted how she and the rest of the show's production wanted to bring the large Asian American representation found in Douglaston and other parts of Queens to the show in a variety of ways. End quote. It was really important for me to seek out other Asian American creators to hire on my production, Lee said. I worked with upcoming Asian American designers and upcoming fashion labels to really incorporate and support their local businesses into the look of our show. I also worked with local New York City designers who were Asian to support their rise into the industry too. I think in general, it created jobs for underrepresented groups in film and television. If it weren't for this production as the result of the good tax credit that New York currently has and the desire to expand the tax credit, some folks like myself wouldn't have had the opportunity to design a production like Nora from Queens. Yeah. All right. So let's give a round of let's make some noise. Let's make some noise for Michelle Lee and doing her thing representing Douglaston, Queens, New York, who is also the producer of Aquafina is Nora from Queens. Wow. That's pretty dope. That's really fucking dope right here, man. We need to applaud this right here. Hold on a second here. Hold on a minute. Okay, let's see what else we got here to talk about. Oh, yes. Yes, so the name of the episode of episode 248 is Wow, talk about fresh to death in fashion sense. And this is pertaining to two people actually. Two people and starting with we're gonna start with Ice Spice. We're gonna start with Ice Spice right here. So here it is. So Ice Spice just copped some impressive new ice. On Monday, January 23rd, Benny the jeweler shared a video on Instagram of himself delivering the Munch Filling You artist a custom diamond piece and chain worth $100,000. In the clip, Benny and Isis are in a room with several other people while the rapper's new single Gangsta Boo plays. Benny breaks out the custom piece, which features an animated version of Ice Spice's face, complete with curly afro covered in diamonds, and gives it to the BX rhymer who models it for the cameras. The piece looks to be roughly the size of a baseball. Oh, okay. Let's get to hold on a second. Wait. 100,000 dollars is a lot of money, man. Anyway, anyway. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh yes. Um, told Princess Diana we doing 100K for the chain. Um, Ice Spice, what they gonna tell us? Benny captioned the video. In a follow-up post, he shared a close-up view of the piece and provided the fine details. Close up, close up of the big Ice Spice piece with the afro in rose gold over 80 carats in diamonds, he explained in the caption. The rapper's chain is just another sign of Ice Spice's arrival in the rap game. Having already acquired a cult following in a year's time. Ice is fresh off the release of her debut EP Like, which dropped on January 20th via her new label deal with 10K Projects slash Capitol Records. The project features the previously releases singles Munch Filling You, Bikini Bottom, and in her in her mood, as well as the previous leaked track Gangsta Boo with Lil TJ and more. And yeah, the picture. You can check out the picture of Ice Spice's new chain on Benny the you can follow Benny the Butcher and Ice Spice on Instagram. So there you have it right there. And I'm not even gonna yeah. All right, so let's get to Lil Baby, another person that's fresh to death. Okay, so Lil Baby strives to be the most fly rapper in the game, and that mentality obviously trickles down to his own children, according to TMZ. The Atlanta rapper recently hit up Icebox Diamonds and Watches, his home away from home, to lace his 7-year-old son Jason with a couple of new diamond emblems modeled after a pair of Baby's pre-existing pieces. Skylar Langfeld of Icebox tells TMZ Hip Hop Jason's 4PF chain consists of more than 5 carats of VS diamonds with blue and green enamel accents. A junior take on the Baby's chain, which has 70 plus carats. All right, so let me just fill you in on what enamel accents are. Okay, let me just fill you in. All right, so what are, hold on a minute, what are enamel accents? Okay. Want y'all to get a better understanding of this though when it comes to the types of jewelry you actually going to buy. So enamel accents is a dimensional opaque medium with a high gloss finish used to doodle, dot, dash, and decorate craft projects, including jewelry. Hang on a second. Let me get this right. Um okay. So enamel accents is a dimensional opaque medium with a high gloss finish used to doodle, dot, dash, and decorate craft projects. Of course, achieve the look of enamel paints in a non toxic formula. The precision tips allow for easy applications or use with ranges fine tip applicators for even finer detail. Of course, obviously, this is used in on jewelry as well. This is used on jewelry, so just to let you know, um, that's what it is right there. So it's basically paint. Basically paint though, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. This is basically paint actually. So yeah, that's what it is. All right. So the Fresh father and son duo also plan to stunt at NBA games as they frequent State Farm Arena for their hometown Atlanta Hawks. And Skylar says they now have matching pieces to rep their team. Jason's Hawks um pendant sports 2 carats of diamond and 25 grams of gold, while his dad has 10 times the bling with 20 carats of diamonds and 150 grams of white gold. Baby's spoiling knows no bounds. He's currently building the ultimate playroom where Jason can keep his chains and also play. We're guessing. Okay, in more little baby news, let's get to it right here. Let's get to it right here. So, all right. So, this is according to hip hop. This is according to hotnewhiphop.com. They are facing criticism from the general public right now, but for the most part, being a Nepo baby, a Nepo baby comes with endless perks. Oh my gosh, man. Um oh shit. From TV and movie roles offered out without any real skill to the most incredible wardrobes, often gifted free from major brands. The life of luxury certainly sounds like a good one. Most recently, Lil Baby's 7-year-old son, Jason Armani Jones, proved that you don't even need to have completed elementary school to reap the full benefits. According to TMZ, the never recover hitmaker never excuse me, the never recover hitmaker recently took a trip to Icebox Diamonds and Watches. The store is apparently his home away from home. Skylar Langfeld tells the outlet that the rapper requested smaller diamond emblems. He wanted them modeled after a few of his own pre-existing pieces. Um, the first is a recreation of Baby's 4PF chain, which has more than 70 carats. Jason's is still a major flex for someone his age. It consists of just over 5 carats of VS diamonds with blue and green enamel accents in comparison. Additionally, the 28-year-old wanted to make his and his little one's trips to State Farm Arena even more special. As you may know, the two frequently watch the Atlanta Hawks play from the courtside. Now they have matching emblems to wear on their already stylish nights out together. And of course, you can follow Icebox on Instagram as well to check out the picture. 4PF. This is the pendant, and yeah, Langfeld revealed that the second pendant commissioned by Baby for Jason has an impressive 2 carats of diamonds. It also has 25 grams of gold. The quality control artists is much bigger in comparison, boosting 20 carats of diamond and 150 grams of white gold. Of course, it's only me lyricist doesn't just spoil his child with luxury gifts. He's also in the midst of building a dream playroom for his oldest. In other news, Lil Baby is one of the artists recently announced as a part of the 2023 Governor's Ball lineup. He's not a headliner like Lizzo, which includes Lizzo, Odessa, and Kendrick Lamar nabbed that honor. But the Atlanta Spitter is one of the most highly anticipated sets on the list. Of course, you can check out the full roster of artists scheduled to perform this coming June in NYC. Um, and afterwards, tell us your thoughts on Jason's new jewelry in the comment section below. You know something? What this reminds me of, Mr. T. Mr. T is one of the actors who is from the A Team who is sporting out gold jewelry, which by the way, jewelry, folks, is part of fashion. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, it's a fashion statement. Look, and I want to clarify this misconception that my mother always says all the time. Um, Jewelry is for anybody who wants to wear it. It's not just only rappers who wear it. It's for anybody who wants to wear it. Doesn't matter if you're rapping or not. Like, come on. Like, seriously, man. And and of course I wear jewelry because of the fact that I've been inspired by Mr. T. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. But I gotta make some noise for I have to make some noise, man, for Lil Baby, man. You know what I mean? Even though his son is 9 years old and stuff. So let me make some noise for them being fresh to death. And of course, Ice Spice, who is also fresh to death as well. So let me make some noise for them right here. I'm gonna make some noise for them. So let me just get to um the right sound effect here. Hold on 1 second. All right, so we got what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Yes, so we got some so we got to get into some we have to get into hold on a minute here. Let me set this up. right here. And this is pertaining to some eat and drink stuff to talk about in business and all that great stuff right here. This is hold on a minute. This is munchies and drinks. This is where I talk about people in businesses who have food, who sell foods and beverages and stuff. So this one right here is going to be dedicated to entrepreneurs who are basically in the business. So we're gonna get into it right here. Yeah, let's get into it. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Okay, Chef Leah Cohen, one of the entrepreneurs of New York. So chef and restaurateur Leah Cohen was obsessed with food since she was a little kid. She started cooking when she was young with her grandmother, and later, like many foodies, developed her own obsession with Food Network. I actually never had cable growing up. I had a basic cable, so I would always go to like my friend's house to watch Food Network, and it was like a really big treat for me. Cohen recalled. I would watch the cooking shows on PBS, but I was obsessed with Iron Chef Japan. School was just not my thing, and I would just rather stay home and cook. I don't blame her. Cohen went on to culinary school where she really honed her craft and did some traveling abroad in Asia. What she learned was utilizing when she first opened Pig and Cow, a popular popular Southeast Asian eatery rather on the Lower East Side. Over her career, Cohen has earned her stripes by earning the 2013 Star Chef's Rising Stars Award, releasing a cookbook entitled Lemongrass and Lime, and even competing on Top Chef. Piggyback NYC is Cohen's latest venture. Situated right in Chelsea, New York, Piggyback NYC is an intimate space that offers pan Asian dishes such as lamb rending, wonton wee, Korean honey, butter wings, lumpia, Shanghai spring rolls, and shrimp fried rice, just to name a few, all of which pack a serious punch. All the dishes are meant to be shared, not just for the starters, but also for the mains, sides, and desserts. It's the way, in general, people eat food in Southeast Asia and in Asia. I wanted to stay true to how people eat that kind of food. And also, it's my favorite way to eat, said Cohen. Hold on a minute. I like to try a lot of different bites of everything, and I don't want to be committed to one plate of a specific dish. It's all kind of basic, it's all kind of based on the way that I like to eat. So I'm hoping that other people enjoy that. Let's see. Everything on the Piggyback NYC menu has a kick to it, usually in the form of some heat or just from the combination of spices that bring tons of flavor to each dish. I love spicy food. If I can make everything as spicy as I want to, people will never come back, Cohen said. I think a little bit of heat adds like another layer and dimensional flavor to the dish, whether it's a spicy dish or not. I like to add a little bit of chili. Cohen says some of the more popular dishes include the Malaysian fried chicken, the lamb rendang, and the mushroom dandan. Though Cohen says the piggyback NYC menu has something for everyone. We have a pretty good mix of what people order. I think there's kind of something for everyone. If you like spicy or not spicy, said Cohen, because we're so close to MSG, we try to have some bar friendly food as well. If you want to like pop in for a quick drink and a bite. Piggyback NYC first opened for business in January 2020 and was um and hold on a minute. Yeah, and was off to an amazing start. Um, hold on a minute. Yes, and it was off to an amazing start. However, like many restaurants in March 2020, Piggyback NYC had to close down. Unfortunately, we had to shut down for I want to say 15 months because that location is just really tough, said Cohen. It's not so much like a neighborhood spot where pig and cow is on the Lower East Side, and you have a lot of everything close together, and there's just a lot more. It's more densely populated as far as residential goes. Even after reopening last January, Cohen says that it has been tough to get the foot traffic going because not everyone is back in the office as regularly as they were pre-slamdemic. And because the excitement about Piggyback NYC being a new restaurant had died down, it was hard to get press because we were not a new restaurant, said Cohen. While people were excited about us when we first opened because it was our second restaurant in the city, it's not as exciting for a reopening than as a brand new restaurant. Cohen says that despite this setback, the area has seen some bounce back in recent months with tourism and events coming back. Piggyback NYC is becoming a go-to spot for many New Yorkers and visitors alike. It's definitely been really tough, but the fact that Madison Square Garden is back and people are coming back to the offices and travel is back, that neighborhood is very touristy. So now that everything is kind of back to normal, we're in a good position now. But it really was tough for that year after we reopened Stockholm. As for what's to come for Piggyback NYC, brunch is on the horizon for future dining opportunities. Cohen also says that the team plans to utilize the space at the back of the restaurant for more events. I have a long list of dishes that I want to put on menus somewhere on, so we either need to start opening new concepts or multiple locations so I can have a home for all these dishes, said Cohen. We're starting to be busy, but that space has so much potential just to do some really cool things. And if you want to learn more about Piggyback NYC and Pig and Cow, for more information, you can go to piggybacknyc.com for more details and the list of foods on the menu, so you can check that out too. And of course, one more thing too. Albert's Bar. Albert's Bar. Yes. A nostalgic new bar bringing reimagined classic cocktails opens March 9th at 140 East 41st Street in Midtown Manhattan, just a 2-minute walk from the Chrysler Building and Grand Central Terminal. From the team Sleeping Giant that created a family of craft cocktail bars such as the Penrose, Bois, the Spaniard, and the Bonnie comes Albert's Bar, serving thoughtfully layered cocktails and food items. Designed by Manhattan based design firm Parts and Labor, Albert's was created with a look that pays homage to old world quality and ambience to evoke post prohibition prohibition venues. It is a dual height, airy space looking out to East 41st Street with a large central bar, surrounding banquets and gallery seating above, making it similar to a theater, which lends itself to people watching, according to Danu Kennedy, partner at Paris and Labor. End quote. Hang on a second. We have had our eye on the Grand Central area for years, and finally secured this beautiful space," said Albert's partner, Rory Curtin. "Our goal is to bring unpretentious hospitality to what was once a neighborhood of legendary New York bars. Bar goers, can expect drinks and food that take you back to the 1950s era with a modern perspective. Timelessness is paramount to everything at Albert's," said Curtin. Partner Pete Vasconcelos has curated a list of cocktails and mocktails so everyone can drink together. Um, Hold on. Let's 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 differentiate the difference between cocktails and mocktails. Let's see. Difference between cocktails and mocktails. Let's see. So, the most talked about difference between a cocktail and a mocktail is that the latter does not contain alcohol. However, arguably, the most important difference is that mocktails are generally not designed to stimulate the adult palate, whereas cocktails are certainly are. So, let's see. So, there you have it right there. So, actually, there's more to this than that, though. So, let's see. So cocktails are made with spirits, while mocktails are non-alcoholic and only contain mixes and flavoring ingredients. So um let's see some details. Okay, so let's see. Yes, so yeah, mocktail ingredients. So mocktails are becoming increasingly popular as more people look for delicious non-alcoholic drinks when they are out at bars and restaurants. Of course, mocktails. Of course, cocktail is an alcoholic drink made with spirits, while a mocktail is a non-alcoholic drink that mimics the flavors and ingredients. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's continue where we left off here with with Alberts. Okay. So, um, let's see. A signature will be the Albert's Gibson, made with blank and dry Vermouth gin, a splash of manzanilla, sherry, and a house pickled onion. Ew. Oh my gosh. Don't put onions in my drink. Oh shit, man. Um, yeah. Oh man. Um, Set pieces will include the house hit Jimmy the Gent, the itty bitty pretty made with vodka, basil, kachi, Americano, lemon and honey, and Emmanuel number 6, an answer to a porn star martini. Porn star martini. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. That's fucking hilarious, man. Made with clarified passion fruit. Oh boy. Okay. Oh man. Oh shit. Um anyway, man. Anyway, yeah. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay, what else? Albert's menu will also consist of Manhattans, Negroni variations, espresso martinis, rotating seasonal gin and tonics, and recent innovations like clarified milk wash scotch and house-made coffee bitters that will layer into cocktails. With all that deaf cocktail talk, it's worth a mention that we're going to carry frosty mugs of Pilsner on draft, said Vasconcelos. We love our fancy drinks, but all of our bars also carry plenty of affordable, approachable options. Jilly's Spirits, a fragrant blend of apparel, pamplemousse, a bergamot, and sparkling wine, named after the famed Frank Sinatra Midtown Hangout Jilly's Saloon, will be served on draft. Chef Nick Testa's food menu includes oysters, popcorn, monkfish. Oh shit! A crispy pork chop with apple chutney and an Albert's double deluxe burger. Hold on. Let's look up what popcorn monkfish is. Hang on a second here. Let's look this up because many of you are probably wondering what the hell is a popcorn monkfish. Let's see. And I'm going to fill you in right here. I'm going to fill you in right here what that is. What the hell is this? What is a popcorn monkfish? Okay, so let me see. Let me see what this is. What is a popcorn monkfish? So let's see. Oh man, so what is it though, man? You know what I mean? I want to actually break down what that is actually. Okay, popcorn monkfish. Yeah, I want to actually know what that is actually. So popcorn monkfish. Let me see. Um, definition. By definition, let's see. Um, um, okay, let me take a look at something here. All right. So, well, you can have popcorn chicken. So, Why not popcorn monkfish? Whoa. So let me see. Wow. Let me see. I just want to know what it is actually. So this is hmm, oh, so a popcorn monkfish is basically like hang on a second, man. So this is interesting though, man. A popcorn monkfish. Yo, let me say this though, man. This is the most interesting thing that I ever heard, actually. Um, but it's not saying what the definition is, so um, I'm gonna have to let me see. So basically, a popcorn monkfish is basically it's basically a fish that's in a buttermilk batter with spicy honey, green goddess, aioli, and lemon, which makes it spicy. So that's pretty much what that is, actually. So let me see what. Hold on. Um. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is, actually. If you catch my drift. Um. And of course, if you'd like to learn more information, um, about Albert's bar and the menu, you can check out the website, albertsbar.com, for full menus of each choices and for more information. So there you go, right there. And let me see how much time. 207. All right, so I'm gonna pick like some stuff from I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick some stuff to do. I'm gonna pick some stuff, so you know what I mean. Let's see. Some stuff to do this week. Let's see. Let's see. Right. Let's see. I'm only going to pick up the fun ones, man, not the boring ones. So just to, just to let you know what that is. Um, let me see. Give me 1 second. So I already um okay, hold on a minute here. All right. Let me get to Los Angeles first um before I get to any of this stuff. Okay, so um stuff to do in Los Angeles. I will gladly get to it. I didn't get a chance to talk about this because I was like all over the place, and I was all over the place actually. So um I'm going to actually I'm gonna pick this, man. So I'm only picking three out of all of them. So Rooftop Cinema Club. Um so the masters of alfresco rooftop movie viewing have returned for another season of screenings in downtown LA and the Arts District, known for excellent film choices and a steady supply of snacks and booze. Rooftop Cinema Club is your snazzy, comfortable, and less stressful alternative to other outdoor movie screenings. You don't even need to bring your own camping chair. Rooftop Cinema provides you with your very own comfy lawn chair, though you need to bring your own blanket for the ultimate cozy experience. And instead of listening to the movie over loudspeakers, you get a set of wireless headphones, so you never have to miss a word. And of course, this is located at um Road DTLA at 777 South Alameda Street, Los Angeles, California, 90021. Price is $19.50. Yes, so price is like $19.50. Um, and you can go to their website, rooftopcinemaclub.com/Los Angeles for more information and details. And starting Thursday, March 23rd, is when it starts. There's no time on there, but so starting from March 23rd, you have Friday, March 24th, Saturday, March 25th, Sunday, March 27th, Wednesday, March 29th, Thursday, March 30th, and Friday, March 31st, and of course, Saturday, April 1st. So I'm not sure what the time is on there. So you would have to look for that for yourselves. All right. So let's see. What else can we pick from here? I'm not even gonna really get into the whole Twilight thing. Let's see. Something fun. Something fun, man. You know what I mean? Something very fun though, you know what I mean? Let's see. Uh no, no. Okay. Cooking with gas. Ooh. Nah. Okay. Here's another one we could get to. Of course, if you're looking for something stressful to relieve your mind off of stressful stuff, I got something for you for all you LA Californians out there. It is called the mindful. Hold on a second here. It is hold on. It is called hold on a minute here. Hold on. Hold on a minute. It is called the mindful awareness meditation. Of course, in the name of keeping Angelinos um sane and who couldn't use some sanity night now, the Hammer Museum holds free weekly drop-in sessions on mindful awareness, which is defined as the moment-by-moment process of actively and openly observing one's physical, mental, and emotional experiences. The 30-minute sessions are held on site at the Hammer, as well as streamed on the museum's website. If you can't make it to a program held Thursdays at 12:30 p.m., you can listen to the archives. Sessions are led by instructors from the UCLA Mindful Awareness Research Center. Think of them as your experts in stress reduction and overall health improvement. Yes, we all need that for our mental health, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can the location is Hammer Museum, which is located at 10899 Wilshire Boulevard, Los Angeles 90024. And you can go to the website for more details at hammer.ucla.edu. Programs events 24 well 2014 05 slash mindful awareness meditation. And it's free. And it starts Thursday, March 23rd, At the same time, all of the dates is going to be at 12:30 every Thursday from March 23rd, March 30th, April 6th, April 13th, April 20th, April 27th, May 4th, May 11th, May 18th, and May 25th. June 1st, June 8th, June 15th, June 22nd, June 29th, July 6th, July 13th, July 20th, July 27th, August 3rd, August 10th, August 17th, August 24th, August 31st, September 7th, September 14th, September 21st, September 28th, October 5th, October 12th, October 19th, October 26th, November the 2nd, November 9th, November 16th, November 30th, December 23rd, no, excuse me, December 7th, December 14th, December 21st, um, and um, and I believe the last one for 2023 is December 28th. All these schedules right here is every Thursday. All these dates is every Thursday. So you don't really need to pay for anything because your mindfulness and mental health, mindful awareness, meditation, all that stuff in our lives is free. So there you have it right there, man. And let's get to New York, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to New York. Um, let's get to New York. Um, let's get to New York though, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, so okay, let's see. Wait a minute here. Are you wait. Yoga at New NYC's newest immersive art experience. Well, yeah, this is pretty interesting. Okay, so the energy in Inter Manhattan's newest art experience feels more like a meditation retreat than a typical gallery, and that's by design. The experimental multi-sensory museum opening in Soho next week invites visitors into a heightened state of contemplative awareness through a sound bath, light installations, and aspects of meditation, all combined with interactive digital art. And let's see. Um, the adventure begins with a video describing Enter as a journey that blurs the lines between you and the world around you. The video challenges visitors to think about what actually makes up an experience. Is it a sight, a sound, a feeling, a thought? The audio questions how memory is experienced, encouraging visitors to step out of assumption and into the present moment before they enter the rest of the space. Next, inside a massive dome dubbed enter underscore sensory, abstract digital art fills with the walls with images representing crystallization, connection, and birth. A stirring ambient soundtrack pairs with 360-degree projections that respond to visitors' movements. Audio cues offer a reminder to stay present. You are here. Be here. You are right where you are supposed to be. Similar to a meditative experience, the audio track also encourages visitors to stay curious, be aware, and let the sights come and go. With the awakened state achieved inside the dome, the enter underscore planetary section encourages an exploration of the elements of either ether, earth, water, air, and fire. The space features a lush floral archway, interactive light projections, and a water installation controlled by turning crystal balls. Yeah, that's a lot to actually handle right there, man. And of course, other activities include a set of mind-bending mirrors, challenging receptions of identity, a gong room where music plays while the floor vibrates, and finally, a bright white gallery space exploring the collective memory of the experience. The little details throughout the space make the experience truly shine. For example, the digital artwork is generative, meaning you'll never see the same visual twice. Scott Yo enters under enters CEO explained. As for the audio experience, everything in the upstairs of the space is presented in the key of C, while everything downstairs is in D sharp to make all the sounds harmonious. Enters creator and creative director Pete Sachs said. A longtime artist, musician, and meditation teacher, Sachs started making interactive art during the Slamdemic with chemistry creative, then got connected with Yo and Joby experiential a venture studio that founded the Enter underscore to explore the future of experimental art. As creative director, Sachs said he wants people to leave with a simple connected feeling and a joyful feeling. Stepping inside Enter underscore from the busy intersection of Broadway and Canal feels like entering another world, one that's quieter, gentler, and indeed joyful. Enter underscores opens on Wednesday, November 2nd. Tickets, which starts at $39 for adults and $24 for kids and 12 and under, can be purchased here. You can check out timeout.com and check out the places, including this one right here, Enter underscore. And of course, Timeout readers get a discount with code Timeout15. Yeah. So yeah, there you have it right there. So let me see. Yes. Yes. So yeah, there you have it right there, man. Let's see. Okay, that's time for us to wrap up here, man. I'll do more places on things to do for the 3-day weekend. Tomorrow in tomorrow's episode. So stay tuned for that one right there. And yeah, that's gonna do it, man. And listen, we have one more segment that we have to go to, and this involves where I tell you where you can listen to the podcast episodes, but also including where you can follow the podcast on social media. So here it is. Stream choices on the go. Let's go. Yes, of course. You at home. You at home. Um, you like to support this podcast, you can go ahead and of course you can make a charitable donation to support the podcast, which is you can go to you can get either you can go to my cash app, which is dollar sign right here, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. And you can also pick whatever amount of money you decide and desire that you choose will be appreciated. And you can also support the show by giving a 5-star rating to Podchaser, Podfriend, Spotify as well. And of course, as a reminder, I just left some questions for you folks to answer in the previous episodes right there. In the previous episodes from 241 to 247. So you can check out those questions to answer. Tell me your thoughts and all that great stuff right there. And in the meantime, you can show your love by following the show off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Facebook alongside with Instagram. Plus, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the sports podcast platform that I actually have here. And you can follow my review show, Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, as well as myself on the primary handle G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. So you can turn on your notifications so you can know when each episode is going to be dropping. And of course, and for more details on whether there's going to be some postponements, I'm actually going to let you know. If there's any postponements that's going to happen, I'll let you know on this platform right here. And of course, let's get to where you can listen to the podcast episodes. So let's do this. All right. So if you go to the link in bio where it says Linktree/G Money Stacks in the link in bio on both of my pages, one on my primary personal page and the other one on the podcast show page. So, you know what I'm saying? So either one, it's the same link. So, you know what I mean? So let's start off with where you can leave a voice message on of course it's formerly known as Anchor, so I'm not gonna really I'll just save that for last actually. So let's start off with Audacity, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse. Hold on a second. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podfind, Spotify, and of course, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcasts. And of course, you don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio or any of the apps whatsoever. And of course, you can also follow my other shows that's also on iHeartRadio, including this New York podcast show right here. Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, sports edition show, and Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show also on there as well. And finally, including make sure you grab the subscribe button on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555, where you see all the New York episodes on there, as well as my other YouTube channel pages. Do the same with Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast and Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the sports channel page. So make sure you do the same as I include. Grabbing that subscribe button, click on the noti bell along with alerts, so you can know when each episode recording is going to start, along with the day and date and time. Make sure you stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes. Of course, leave a like and a comment along with the episode topics that's being discussed in today's episode or any previous episodes you missed. Listen, stream, and watch the episodes. Download the episodes, very important. And of course, share the videos, share the episodes, tell a friend to another friend, and spread the word to everybody because word of mouth is important. And share the link that says linktree/GMoneyStacks555 along with the podcast with your husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, and the people you cool with from work and everywhere else where you meet new people, whether it's at barbecues, festivals, carnivals, block parties, parties, wherever. All right. So that's gonna do it for me, man. That's gonna do it for me. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for listening to episode 248. Episode 248. All right. And of course, I hope y'all ready for spring break. I hope y'all have some plans to do for spring break already. And of course, remember the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. You have to trust the process on how you building up your craft. There is no shortcut to you building your craft. You feel what I'm saying? And as I said before, don't let the numbers of subscribers and views and everything else discourage you. Now, just because you have low subscribers and viewers and low audiences or whatever does not mean you need to give up on yourself. You just have to keep pushing. You have to keep it pushing like I'm doing right now, giving y'all some content in episode 248, which I made it so far. So, you know what I'm saying? And of course, be sure to find your voice, be confident in your voice, be consistent, be on your P's and Q's on a consistency basis, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, while you are on your creative mode that gets you into your zone with tunnel vision. All right. And I just want to say this though, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get discouraged by the ignorant toxicity of haters, aka bullies, okay? You don't need them in your life. And whoever says that you don't have haters and you don't um do anything right, it's bullshit, okay? Don't feed into the toxicity of having haters. You don't need them. They're not the ones that fucking created the show. It's you. You matter. You feel what I'm saying? You don't need anybody to cyberbully you. And I'm only saying this in my experience, it happened to me twice. And I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't happen to me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen to me. And that's not fair to me or anybody else for that matter to do some heinous shit. All right. So yeah, there you have it right there, man. I'm up out of here, man. And tune in tomorrow where I actually discuss the Super Mario Brothers animated movie that's coming out on April 5th. And of course, with the whole backlash with Chris Pratt, who is playing Mario. I'll discuss the details and y'all tell me what you think and all that other stuff right there. But stay tuned for that right there. I'm up out of here, man. Peace and one love. And I hope y'all learned something. I hope y'all learned from what I said. Be yourself. Follow your goals and dreams. Don't let no fucking hater stop you from doing what you love to do and all that other stuff. And don't worry about trying to, waste money on marketing. Don't worry about that though, man. All that's gonna really all that's going to really come in due time. You just take your time, push yourself, and you don't need to tell anybody how great you are. You show them by having success and being the best you can be. You know what I'm saying? Peace and one love. Good night, everybody. Enjoy your spring break. Whoops, sorry. Wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. Yeah.